So this isn't exactly coming out right, but the last part of the last clip I was trying to end with how people are always saying, well, you move on. But I was never allowed to move on. And although these women do not look at all alike, they kind of do in their uniforms, and it's such an invasion. I mean, it's basically, this one stood in front of my business in Florida and allowed, without any paperwork, allowed people to change my locks because they were pissed, and just with no regard to the law, and basically just threw me out on the street. And this is after coming back from a couple of things. Living here, for example, in 2006, some of the videos you see of my neighbors just being ridiculous, and it's so tedious, nobody really wants to listen to it, and I understand that, but you'll never once hear anyone actually say anything that I did. When my neighbors are freaking out, for example, they're reacting to a note that was shown them, so that they would purposely shown them so that they would freak out, and she wanted to see her beat me up. Robin Bowles and Carol Lipko did that. And then I get all this money from friends and family to send me to yoga teacher training, and I loved it. Even though they kind of gave me a hard time too, I stuck it out. And I owed so many people money. I'll never forget Craig Villani saying, don't forget what these people did to me. This is, I'm changing horses again, I know, but this woman did this to me, and NYPD pays her $100,000 now, I'm sure, so that she can quote Gandhi. I mean, and you want to figure out why people are snapping all over the place? A doctor mother killed her daughter, 7-year-old daughter, stabbed, I don't know, I guess she didn't kill her, but, she slit her throat, so she was trying to kill her. I think the little girl survived. They're not talking about it on the TV suddenly anymore, but, what are they going to do, put armed guards in every home? Which is actually what they would love to do, because that's how these people think that they're somehow, like, on a career path when all they do is stuff like this and ruin my life. But then I did move on, and when I think about how many times am I supposed to I mean, I've given up at this point, and this is all so sloppy. I meant to do this in a much that's visiting Sandy Eby, upstate. She and then incredible, her lawyer husband. I mean, that's their home. She had this studio in her home. Look at that. And I went all the way up there. This is obviously, we're all happy to meet each other at first, my pup. And she was paying me $20 per class, and at one point my balance was like $0. This is about 3 years ago. But she sees me on the phone with the bank worrying about being overdrawn, and she's gonna give me trouble about well, she didn't give me trouble, but she just didn't bring up the fact that she had at that point owed me, at least, I want to say $100, but it could have been even $200, whatever. But instead of just writing me a check, I mean, look at this woman. Look what she's got. This is just the upstairs. This is 4 floors. She's got like this huge mansion, and she starts talking to me about, like, well, what are you gonna do? Talking about wills and what people might leave to me, and it's like, what? You're talking about people dying so that you don't have to give me $100 so everything is okay? It's just all so warped, but there's just too many stories. But then this is me in front of my studio in Florida, And, where is it? I want the whole studio. Oh, this is really a hard way to do this. And, I mean, I was, trying to get back into shape. This is after losing 50 pounds at least 3 times. I think it was 4 times altogether, back, up and down, with the stress that everybody put me through, threatening me, all this crap going on. And then there I was, finally just like in a little armpit of a town that was having a bloodbath of layoffs at NASA, so everybody was, really poor down there. The cost of living is probably a third of what it is up here, so my rent, for example, is maybe $400 a month. I'm not sure, and but I made that, so I was happy. I had everything I needed. But anyway, yeah. See, that's someone downstairs. You can hear them talking. I think that's actually the mailman. He's a little loud. But, I mean, anybody can hear anybody in this building. It sucks.